Hello, welcome to episode 281. We're going to make a patrolling guard. Now, those zombies from the last episode were, they're alright. I mean, they can spot you, but you've got no control over them. So maybe you wanted a guard walking around in a nice little path. This guy's going up and down the corridor. We're not in the corridor, so he can't see me at the moment. We can follow him, and we can sneak in here. And we wait for him to go past, and we can sneak up the other side. This is based on episode 200, where we're using books to control the villager. There we go, I snuck past him successfully. On the other hand, if I try and run in front, he's found me, and he sends me back to jail. Let's clear that. Yeah, so it's based on episode 200, where we're using books. Let's turn that off. We've got books underneath. Those are controlling the villager up and down, or left and right. Well, north, south, east, or west. They don't control him up and down, sorry. And then we've just tacked on an extra couple of bits to give him the ability to see us if we're in front of him and teleport us away to jail, although we just send a message. So we're in version 1.19 for this. Let's get on and make it. Okay. Right, here's our corridor. First we're going to need a guard. And we'll do a little summon here. And I'm going to get the coordinates of this block. Fill, tab, tab, tab. Copy those coordinates. And this will be summon the guard. Okay. We are going to want to summon a villager at the coordinates I just copied. And we want to give him a tag. What should we call him? Let's call him, I'm going to call him Walker because he's walking. You can call him guard, you can call him whatever you like. He's going to have NoAI. True. You can put true, or you can put 1B. Up to you. And let's give him some rotation. 0F, 0F. Okay, I'm going to press done. Now, I want him to start, if I want him to start facing, let's start him facing this way. So F3, I'm facing north towards negative Z, minus 180 or 180. So, okay. Let's get his rotation at 180. So he should spawn facing that way. Let's find out. There he is. Hello. Okay. You know what command is coming next since we're doing testing. We want to be able to get rid of him as well. Not that sign, don't put it there. Kill the guard. Oh my. Kill the guard. Kill any entity. Tag equals Walker. Sorry. There he goes. Right, so we've got our guard. Now, let's set up the walking. So I'm going to need to give myself a direction book. So let's give ourselves a book. Give book. Give the nearest player a written book. Yeah, it'll need a title. What should we call it? Direction book. It will need an author. Infernal. You can put your own name, put anything you like. And we want some information on the pages. Pages is a list, so we're going to have square brackets. And then we will have apostrophe, apostrophe. That's going to be one page. Inside there, speech marks, speech marks. Okay, let's copy that. In fact, actually, let's put in the whole information for the page first. This page is just going to say plus Z south. Okay, so that's one page. Let's do a little test just to make sure that's working before we keep going. Yeah, okay, page one, that's fine. Let's get rid of that. Now let's copy that page. Copy. And we'll go to the end and we'll put a comma, paste, comma, paste. So now we've got 4 pages. We don't want them all to say south, and they do have to be in this order. So the next one is going to be -x, which will be west. Then the next one will be -z, which will be north. And the next one will be +x, which will be east. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the pages and extract the page number, and we're going to use that for the direction the guard is walking, which is why these have to be in the right order. Done. Okay, now let's have a look. We've got south, west, north, east. Cool. Let's get a lectern. And I'm going to hide this lectern just under the ground here. Bump, bump. Now, if the villager comes here, he finds that lectern, I want him to turn around. I want him to head. So if that's facing south, I want him to head south. So let's put a book on there. Oh, it's already on south. Cool. Done. And we'll cover that back up. And if he gets to the other end, obviously I want him to go the other way. So we'll put a book down there. The other way, if this way south, the other way is obviously going to be north. So let's put a book on there and turn that to page north. Done. And we'll cover that up. Okay. Right, so we can spawn the villager, but he's not checking for anything at the moment. He's just going to stand there. So let's get the villager walking up and down. That's the first thing to do now, I think. Boink. So this will be our controller. Repeating. Okay, so let's execute as, I put as any entity, type equals villager, tag equals walker, yeah, at itself, positioned, bump, 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 so these are relative coordinates, so we're going to position it -2 down and 0.51 blocks in front. So that's in front. That's not north or south or east or west. That's in front. So that's the direction he's looking. And then we're going to say if block at those coordinates we're looking at is a lectern, then we're going to move the position back up 1, 2, 3. So +2 this time, and -0.51. We are going to align with the X, Y, and Z of the blocks. That's going to put me right in the corner of the block. And we're going to run TP, the villager, person running the command. We're executing as the villager. So, So we're right in the corner of the block, so we're going to want to go 0.5, 0.5 to put us in the center of the block. So this align X, Y, Z, if we have a block here, we're aligning to the X, Y, Z. It's going to put us down right into the corner, down here. Now we want to go up 0.5 and across 0.5 to align into the center. That's why we're adding the 0.5s. We're not going up on the Y. Right, so let's have a look at that command. Execute as the villager with walker. Pretty simple. At itself, so its own position, where its feet are. Then from its feet, we're going to go 2 down, and we're going to go forwards 0.51. We're going to check if that block is a lectern. If it is a lectern, we're going to go back up 2 blocks and -0.51. So we've gone back to the villager's feet. And then we're going to align him to the corner of the block. And then we're going to teleport him to the center of the block. Okay. Done. Next command. I reckon what we're going to do is copy a lot of this. So we still want to be targeting the walker. We still want to be checking if there's a lectern. And then we want to change what we do next. So we're going to go all the way up to if block is lectern. Shift home and copy all of that. and put that in there. Commands are in the description as always. Right. So we've gone down. We've found the lectern. Now we're going to store a result in an entity, which will be the villager, and we're going to store it in his rotation 0. So that's not his up and down looking, that's his left and right looking. And we're going to store it as a float. We're going to times it by 90, and we're going to run data get from block at those coordinates, and we're going to get the page, capital P, page. Done. So what we're doing is he's going along in front, he's going do, and he's looking, let's just do it over here where we are. So he's walking along up here and he's looking down just in front of him for that book. And when he finds it, he aligns himself to the center of the block. He looks at the page number and he goes, I'm on page 1. Okay, I will times that number by 90. Now page 1, let's have a look. He will go that way. Page 2 he'll times by 90. 3 by 90. So it should be indexed as an array, so it should start at 0. So if he gets to north, he's timesing it by 2. So we want him to walk north, we times it by 2. We'll leave this one on south. So this times it by 0. So it turns him around and times him by 0. And if we look here in the middle, where it says facing south, we can see towards positive Z is 0. So that's where it's going to set its direction. And page 0, page 1, page 2, we're going to get the page number of 2. We're going to times it by 90. That's going to give us 180. And that's going to be facing that way. So that's what he's doing. He's just walking along, looking under the ground for that book. Right, so now we've got that. We've set his rotation. Let's get him walking. So we will execute as any entity, type equals villager, tag equals walker, add himself, run TP yourself, dump, and 0.1. So this is not north, south, east or west, as we said before. This is forwards. So he's going to go forwards. So we could probably do a test now. We've got enough working. Let's turn that on. Well, let's summon him first. Where's summon? Summon guard. There he is. Okay. So he should start walking, check that block, and turn around and go up there. Or, alternatively, he might do absolutely nothing. Okay, let's have a look. We've called him Walker. That's fine. He does have a rotation. Teleported him to there. Okay, why is he not moving? We're just constantly teleporting him. 0.1, that's absolutely fine. He is a villager. That is his type. We know it's finding him because we can see down here that it's finding him. Well, that is very odd. Let me just have a little check. Rotation 180. So he should be walking forwards. Hey, why are you not walking forwards? Let's go and have a look at our command here. Execute as any villager, tag equals walker at S, run TP at S forwards. And it definitely seems to be running. Let's stick around and see if we can solve this problem. You are definitely not moving. And it's fine to give you NoAI. Let's try that. Ooh, that's a horrible sound. Let's set that to B. That shouldn't... so he moved forward. Okay, let's kill him again. He did move forward. Why is he not turning around? That is the question. We've set to north. That's okay. Because that will be off into... we've set it to north. We didn't put it back to south. That's our mistake. Simple little things sometimes. So we're trying to make him walk the same direction, and he's just... Oh dear. So now we've set that back to south. Let's summon the guard. There we go. Off he goes. Right, we'll keep that in. Sometimes it's good to keep mistakes in. Here we go. Right. So he's going up and down. He's coming down here. He's finding this book. He's going up there. He's finding that book. He's going to do that forever. Now, I want him to find me. If he's... Minecraft. Look, he's walking backwards. There we go. That's better. Thank you. Right, so we need some way to detect if he sees me. We could say if my sort of direction value is less than his, I'm in the corridor, he's coming to... That sounds very complicated. I'm going to give him a little view entity. Let's summon an armor stand. Now, I am using an armor stand here for visual purposes. We are going to change this to a marker later. If you can use a marker, always use a marker. It's much better than an armor stand. We will change this later. Let's give it a tag, and we'll say this is his view. This is his view zone. This is where he's looking currently, and I think that'll probably do. So let's... Right, there's... Pretty rubbish at the moment. Let's get that armor stand moving. So let's execute. I think we'll just do at. We'll just do at any entity type equals villager, tag equals walker, positioned, and we'll use those same, let's say 4 in front. So 4 in front of himself, we will run TP any entity whose tag equals viewZone to those coordinates. Done. Ahaha! Okay. Now, that's where he's looking. And he's going to turn around. Whoop! And now he's looking up there. Fine. Now we better check for the player. Okay, let's execute at any entity tag equals viewZone as any player, a distance equals 0 to 4, or you can just do ... 4. I like that because you can see nice and clearly. Well, there is a difference though. That would be 4 and under. So you can leave it like that if you want. 0 to 4 is fine for me. What we'll do, we'll just say run, say, found you. Done. Right. Okay. So he's walking away. We can sneak up behind him and sneak into the side passage. We can hide in the side passage. He's coming back. Ah, now we have a problem. He's seen me even though I'm hiding in the side passage. So let's add an extra check. Let's say they must be actually in the corridor. So don't go away. Don't come back here and spam me. So let's get we want to look positive. Well, I'm looking in positive Z and positive X. So I want this corner. Let's get the coordinates of that corner. Fill, tab, tab, tab. Copy. Now, how wide is this? It's 3 wide on positive X. So we take away the first block. So we've got 1, 2 on positive X. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on positive Z. Okay, let's add an extra check in here then. If entity S, and we're running as the player, so as any player whose distance of 0 to 4, if that player, bump bump, let's paste in those coordinates, if their X equals that, their Y equals that, Their Z equals that. Their DX equals, and what was the X one? It was 3. 3 wide corridor, so we say 2. Their DY equals, well, we don't want them jumping, so let's say 2 as well for that. So it's a 3 by 3 corridor. And how long is the corridor? DZ, I think we said 17. So now that person has to be in the corridor as well. Let's turn it back on. I'm not in the corridor, so I should be fine. Should be absolutely fine here. Right, so I can sneak up behind him. And I can hide here. Yeah, that seems good. Now he shouldn't see me as he walks past because I'm not in the corridor. Yeah. He goes past. I sneak. Ooh, yeah, I got past him. Okay, obviously if I stand... There we go, he finds me. Let's go back down. D, and if I try and run through him, he should find me as well. If I try and run through here, yeah, he finds me. Okay, there we go. We have a patrolling guard. I'll tell you what we'll do though. Let's stop him. We will kill that armor stand because we don't want to be using an armor stand. Get rid of that. We don't need to kill the guard. Let's just change. Yes, we do because we're going to summon him. Bye-bye, guard. Let's change this to a marker so it's working properly. Marker. Summon the guard again. Get it started. And it should all work exactly the same. Obviously, you've got the old Minecraft problem that they do slide around a bit weirdly. But we can see he's going that way. We can hide here. No problem at all. Then we're going to sneak past him. And if we're not quick enough, he's going to turn around and he's found me. Cool. Job done. I can run up. And as soon as I get past him, he's found me. Excellent. Okay, I'd imagine what he would do then was just say, go back to prison with you. You're no good at sneaking. Stop playing stealth games. There we go. Patrolling guard who runs a command when he finds you. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.